You think you own your life, your car, your apartment, your phone, your career. But look closer. The bank owns the car. The landlord owns the apartment. The tech company owns the platform. And your employer owns your time. This isn't an accident. The modern economy doesn't want you bankrupt. It wants you dependent, predictable, subscribed. Because dependency is profitable. Ownership is dangerous. And here's the uncomfortable truth. The illusion of ownership is what keeps you compliant. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how that illusion works, and how flipping from consumer to asset owner is the only move that creates real, unbreakable wealth. Let's dismantle it. Point 1. The subscription life is a leash. If everything you use is rented, your financial future is permanently taxed. Meet Josh, 24, in Chicago. He doesn't feel irresponsible. His car is leased. His apartment is rented. His software is subscription-based. His entertainment? Monthly. His cloud storage? Monthly. His phone plan? Monthly. None of it feels heavy. Each payment is small, invisible, manageable. But stack them. Josh works to maintain access. Lose the job, lose the car. Miss rent? Lose the home. Cancel subscriptions? Lose functionality. He doesn't own tools. He leases permission. 10 years later, he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars and owns almost nothing. No equity, no appreciating assets, no income streams, just access. Why? Because recurring revenue models exploded over the last 2 decades. Corporations shifted from selling products to selling dependence. Why sell you something once when they can bill you forever? It's genius. Predictable cash flow for them, predictable expenses for you, and predictability limits risk-taking. Here's the flip. Audit your monthly access tax. Identify what could be replaced with ownership. Buy assets. Build equity. Reduce recurring drains that don't produce returns. Every dollar not compounding for you compounds for someone else. But subscriptions are just the surface. The deeper illusion? Debt disguised as ownership. Point 2. Debt makes you feel rich before you are. Financing makes you feel like an owner while keeping you structurally controlled. Meet Emily, 28, London. She buys a luxury car on finance. Small down payment, affordable monthly rate. She says, "It's mine." Is it? Miss 3 payments and it vanishes. The same with her apartment. Large mortgage, low interest rate. Feels responsible, but 30 years of payments means the bank owns most of it for decades. Emily optimized appearance. The system optimized leverage. Here's what happens over time. Her income rises, so do her standards. Better car, larger mortgage, more liability. She works harder, not to build wealth, but to protect debt. If she quits, risk. If she pivots careers, risk. If she starts a business, impossible. Debt shrinks optionality, and the system normalizes it. Low rates encourage borrowing. Banks profit on interest spreads. Asset prices inflate as credit expands. You think you're building wealth, you're building obligation. The prevention? Separate productive debt from performative debt. Debt that acquires income-producing assets? Debt that finances lifestyle? Trap. If it doesn't generate return, it generates pressure. And pressure keeps you compliant. But even if you remove consumer debt, there's something subtler. You don't just rent assets, you rent opportunity. Point 3. You don't own your career. When your income is owned by an employer, your future is capped by policy. Meet Daniel, 27, Berlin. High performer, tech company. He believes he's building wealth because his salary increases yearly. But his income depends on corporate stability. Layoffs hit. Suddenly his income disappears. No ownership stake, no equity vesting yet, no external income streams. His entire financial structure was built on a salary pipeline. That pipeline shut. Why does this happen? Because labor is linear. Ownership scales. Companies issue stock to executives. Investors capture upside. Employees capture wages. Daniel was productive. But productivity without ownership doesn't compound. The system prefers it that way. Why? Because employees are controllable. Owners are not. The flip? Move from wage-only income to equity participation. Even small stakes matter. Revenue share, business partnerships, profit splits, side ventures with scalability. If your income stops when you stop working, you don't own your financial life. You rent it. And renting your income is the most fragile position in the economy. But here's where it tightens. Even if you start earning well, your identity can sabotage you. Point 4. Identity is the ultimate consumption trap. If your identity is built around what you consume, you will never accumulate what matters. Meet Chloe, 25, Paris. Her promotions fuel upgrades, new apartment, designer wardrobe, better travel class. She believes she's leveling up. In reality, Her cost structure grows with her ego. This is behavioral economics at work. Status signaling drives spending. Social comparison accelerates it. And corporations engineer aspiration cycles. Chloe doesn't feel manipulated. She feels successful. 10 years later, she earns triple. Savings barely moved. Because she optimized perception, not ownership. Ask yourself, are you building assets or building optics? The system rewards visible consumption. Social media amplifies it. Asset ownership is quiet, slow, unimpressive at first. The flip: detach identity from lifestyle. Automate asset acquisition before lifestyle expansion. Cap visible upgrades. Increase invisible compounding. If nobody sees it, but it compounds, good. Because the loudest wealth is often the weakest. And now we reach the final mechanism, the most important one. Point 5. True ownership is income that outlives you. Real ownership means assets that generate income independent of your time. Meet Marcus, 29, Madrid. After years of grinding, he realizes something uncomfortable. His life resets to zero every month. Bills due, work required. Nothing works without him. So he shifts. He acquires equity in a small digital business, invests in income-producing assets, builds intellectual property. At first, returns are modest, but they grow. Slowly, his expenses are covered by systems, not effort. This changes psychology. He negotiates differently, takes smarter risks, rejects bad opportunities, because his survival no longer depends on a paycheck. That's ownership. The system doesn't advertise this path. It advertises lifestyle. Why? Because asset owners become independent, and independence reduces compliance. Ownership means control of income streams, equity, businesses, cash-flowing investments, not hype, not speculation, assets that produce whether you show up or not. That's freedom. You rent your lifestyle. You finance your identity. You depend on employers. You normalize subscriptions. You mistake access for ownership. Each layer reinforces the next. But flip one lever, true asset ownership, and the structure changes. When income works without you, your choices expand. And expanded choices are real wealth. The middle class survives. Owners decide. Which side are you on? Here's the identity shift. You are not a consumer climbing a ladder. You are a future asset owner building systems. Stop measuring progress by lifestyle. Measure it by ownership percentage. How much of your life generates income without you? That's the metric. If this reframed how you see money, comment owner below. Subscribe if you're serious about building wealth through structure, not hype. And watch the next video where I break down the exact framework for building scalable income streams in your 20s. Because once you realize you don't own anything, you can finally start owning everything that matters.